Alright guys, so just wanted to show you real quick the SCX24 Fat Girl chassis. As you can see, I'm running a 350 milliamp hour battery. ESC receiver is in here in the engine bay. Stock motor with stock gear ratio. For it to be close to what the original vehicle is, I went ahead and used the rear links as the front links, and I put the front links as the rear links, so you can have the look of the real thing. It actually helps with the articulation too anyways. One modification you'll have to do to make this work, it's right here. This little notch I cut off because originally, if you take a look at your spot here where you connect your upper links in the rear, it doesn't have that notch, but the front where the servo goes connected, it does have it. So all you have to do is just eraser and cut that little notch there, and the piece that you take from there you put up in the front right there, and that's how I was able to connect the upper links to it. When I make my designs, I try to make it to where you can use all the parts from the original, so you don't have to buy anything. On this one, I kind of veered off from that, in that you're gonna need two shafts or bolts to make your shocks in the front a little bit longer, so you can get the articulation in the front. Because they're almost fully extended. As you guys already know, these original shocks are really short, but because I wanted everybody to be able to use it, and not just the people that have the money to buy, better shocks and whatnot, I decided, I have to build this to where it actually works with these. So this is the closest I could get. These are from old servo, standard size servo. Those are the bolts to hold the whole case of the servo together, like right there. So I took two of those off from one of the old servos, and I put them in there. And I had to shorten a little bit because I didn't want to make it too long, but it's long enough to where I get the articulation I want. With these specific vehicles, I don't like getting too much articulation, because if you get too much articulation when you're going fast, it just becomes a mess and you lose control. Some of my older videos when I built the Fat Girl with the brushless, that one would flip over a lot on the sand, and it wasn't really controllable. So it wasn't until I restricted the articulation that I was able to actually get some control out of it. Other things, I have weights on this one, the millstone, but it's not necessary. I just happen to have them and I just left them there. For those that want a little bit more articulation and want it more for crawling, this bar right here, which is the limiter that I put in there so it wouldn't allow all that extra articulation, that can be cut off. There's enough supports on the chassis to hold it all together, and that's really not necessary for the support for the chassis to stay together. So that's just mainly there to limit the articulation, because I didn't want so much articulation. But you can just cut that piece off, that bar right there, and that'll give you more articulation because the servo is not going to crash into it, the upper links either. Let me see size. This is the original body. That's what it looks like. If you look at it from this side, that's what that looks like. So it's obviously a lot smaller. You're not gonna have any issues getting caught on this side or this side. You're not gonna have any issues with the actual tires hitting the body. So those are not gonna be issues you'll have with this chassis. It's convenient because you could turn it on and off right here if you have a long enough nail, of course. So let me see, turn that on, turn this on, and as you can see, everything works as it's supposed to. Got good stability. It can climb over stuff, not flip over. So one of the good things about this chassis is extremely lightweight, and so you don't have all that extra weight up top. You're not gonna make it, dude. you don't have all that extra weight up top. So all the weight on this one, specifically on mine, because I have those weights on the wheels, is unsprung weight, which is good. As you can see, suspension works fine. I do need to take it somewhere that I could actually show, you know, what I could actually do crawling. Obviously, because of the way that I have it set up with stock links, stock shocks, you know, stock everything, pretty much servo and everything, the difference between this and the original, you know, stock form of it, it's not gonna be, you know, from the earth to the moon. It's not gonna be like wow, because of the way I have it set up right now. Now, obviously, nobody keeps their SCX stock, so first thing that I would suggest, if you were to go this route, is change these guys, because the bullet joints right here, the holes right here, they're really not good. They don't give such good articulation. Same thing in the back, and especially you want to go to a 4-link in the back, because this tri-link is really not all that convenient. I mean, it does the job, but it's really not all that good. So I would suggest going 4-link there. I gave room for getting longer wheelbase here in the back. You can go ahead and, you know, stretch it out a little bit if you wanted to go steeper hills and not flip on back. Obviously, this will perform better than the stock, and that, you know, you're not gonna get caught on the sides and not the wheels and all that. You get really good articulation. This is actually better articulation than you get with the stock one. So I guess in that it's okay, but there's always room for improvement. This is just the base model, I guess you would say. Anyways, if you guys like it, let me know. If you have any feedback, any ideas, just let me know what you think. It's already available on Shapeways, on my Shapeways store, Gummy RC. It's $35, and I don't know, works out. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you like.